2 years. That is how long Ronaldo spent in the shadows, fighting a battle against his own body to return to the game he loved. By the time the 2002 World Cup arrived in South Korea and Japan, the world was skeptical. Brazil was no longer the undisputed king. They were a team under interrogation, carrying the weight of a nation that demanded nothing less than the Penta, their 5th title. The journey began in Ulsan against Turkey, a team that refused to follow the script. As the first half wound down, a shockwave hit the tournament. Hassan Sass found the net. Brazil was down 1-0. The Giants were bleeding. But in the second half, the comeback began. Rivaldo found Ronaldo, who leveled the score, and a controversial late penalty from Rivaldo secured a narrow, desperate victory. It was a start, but it was far from convincing. The group stage became a showcase of raw power as Brazil dismantled China and Costa Rica, scoring 9 goals in 2 matches. Ronaldo was scoring. Rivaldo was scoring. Even the defenders like Edmilson were finding the net with acrobatic brilliance. Yet as the knockout rounds loomed, the pressure shifted. In the round of 16 against Belgium, the tension reached a breaking point. For long stretches, Brazil looked vulnerable. Mark Wilmots headed the ball into the net, and for a moment it seemed the favorites were heading home. But the referee ruled it out for a foul, a decision that saved the Brazilian dream. It took a moment of individual magic from Rivaldo, controlling the ball on his chest and firing home, followed by a late Ronaldo strike to finally kill the game. They were through, but the true test was waiting in the quarterfinals. England, a tactical war in Shizuoka. The match began with a catastrophe. Lucio, the reliable anchor of the defense, made a fatal error, miscalculating a clearance and handing the ball directly to Michael Owen. Owen did not miss. 1-0 England. Brazil was chasing the game against a disciplined English side. Just before halftime, Ronaldinho Gaucho took the ball in the center of the pitch, danced past the English midfield, and laid it off for Rivaldo to equalize. Then, in the 50th minute, the moment that would define Ronaldinho's career occurred. A free kick from nearly 40 yards out. Everyone expected a cross. Instead, the ball sailed over the head of a stranded David Seaman and into the top corner. It was genius, but it was followed by madness. Minutes later, Ronaldinho was sent off with a straight red card. For the final 30 minutes, 10 Brazilians had to hold back the English surge. They did not break. The semi-final was a rematch with Turkey, a game of nerves and missed chances. The Turkish goalkeeper, Rushdu, was performing miracles, stopping everything Brazil threw at him. It took an unconventional spark to break the deadlock. Ronaldo, surrounded by defenders, used a toe poke, a schoolyard kick, to surprise the keeper and find the bottom corner. It was his 6th goal of the tournament. Brazil was back in the final. Their opponent was Germany, led by Oliver Kahn, a goalkeeper who had been nearly perfect throughout the entire tournament. Yokohama, June 30th, 2002, the Rose Bowl of the East. The final was a stalemate of titans. Germany hit the post, Brazil hit the bar. Every second felt like an hour. Then the unthinkable happened. Oliver Kahn, the unbeatable wall, fumbled a long-range shot from Rivaldo. The ball spilled. Ronaldo, the man who had been written off, was there to pounce. 1-0. Minutes later, a beautiful dummy by Rivaldo allowed the ball to reach Ronaldo again. A clinical finish into the corner. 2-0. The redemption was complete. As the final whistle blew, Brazil celebrated a perfect tournament. 7 games, 7 wins, and a 5th star on the jersey. Ronaldo, once broken, stood at the summit of the world as the top scorer. True greatness is not defined by never falling, but by how one rises when the entire world is watching.